Hello everyone, today we are framing the walls of this 8x8 lean-to modern shed. For me personally, this is my favorite part of building a shed. And as we build this, I'm gonna give you some tips so it makes it easier when it's your time to build your shed. And to start framing the walls, the first thing I can tell you is that you should frame your walls on a flat surface. And there's no better spot than the floor we just built. And to frame a wall, you're going to need two 2x4s at the full length of the wall. These are called top plate and bottom plate. Next, you need to mark where each stud is gonna go. My recommendation is that you mark every 16 inches for a stud. After the studs are laid out, it's time to lay out where the door is gonna go. My case, the door is gonna be 12 inches away from the end of the wall. And on the left side of the door, in the center of the remaining wall, I'm having a 24-inch wide window. With everything marked out on the top and bottom plate, it's time to bring in the studs. Then it's time to start measuring and cutting the studs. In this wall, I'm going to need 6 full studs. And instead of measuring every single stud, take one of the pieces that you cut from the first stud and use that as a marker. And anytime I'm building a shed, I always save the leftover blocks for later. You never know when you're gonna need them. When framing a 2x4 wall, I always use 2 nails. You can use 2 framing screws if you don't have a nail gun. The 2 outside studs are the first ones to be nailed in place. The next stud that gets nailed on are the king studs. The king stud are one stud over from the door opening or the window opening. To make sure they are nailed in the right place, I use a scrap block, line it up with the door opening, only then I drive couple nails in. And the window is gonna have the same setup. One stud over is gonna have a king stud for both the right and the left. And the next thing we grab from the lumber pile are gonna be the jack studs. We're gonna need to cut 4 of them to length. When I build a shed, I try to keep the headers of doors and windows always at the same height. This will keep the shed more symmetrical and looks nicer from the exterior. And the same way as we did the king studs, we drive 2 nails on the bottom of every jack stud. The only difference here is that now we connect the jack to the king stud using a clamp, and we drive nails going upwards. Next on the list are the headers. There are 2 of them, one for the door and one for the window. For each header, we need 3 equal lengths of 2x4s. And now I'm gonna show you how to build the headers for both the door and the window. And I know this is gonna be a lot to remember, but to help you out, we created a free build plan and a complete list of materials for this shed. And you can find that out right on the description underneath this video, or if you're watching this on your TV, I'm gonna put a QR code for you right here. To build the header, you lay down 2 2x4s vertically and 1 horizontally on top of them. You want to make sure that they are against each other flush. This should create a half-inch gap between the 2 2x4s on the bottom. Once everything is flush, you drive couple nails in the end of each board, turn around the headers and 2 more nails on the other end. Now, to finish the build, you drive couple more nails in the center. For me, I find that this is the easiest way to build a header. Next in line, we need to measure and cut the top cripple studs. In this project, we need a total of 4 cripple studs, which are gonna go above the window and the door. And once you have the cripple studs laid out, all there's left is to sink 2 nails on each stud on the top plate. And to finish framing the front wall, I installed 2 cripple studs underneath the window and a seal plate above the cripple studs. Before I lift the wall in place, I add one 4-foot section of 2x4 on each side. This helps temporarily hold the wall in place while I get everything plumbed. You only need one nail on each side to temporarily hold the wall. And once I know the wall is plumbed and ready to be secured, I throw in couple nails on each bay going down the wall. Then it's time to move on to the back wall. This wall it's much easier to build. I have 7 2x4s as a stud and they are spaced every 16 inches. Once I'm done framing this wall, I set it on the side. That's because I would like to install the side walls first before I install the back wall. And the only reason I install the side walls first is just because I won't have much room to work on if the walls are up. And just like the back wall, the side walls have studs every 16 inches. And again, just like before, each stud gets 2 nails on the bottom. And because there are no doors or windows on this wall, it is much lighter to lift and set it in place. And just like anything in life, the more you do it, the better you get at it. This side wall, it's going to be our last wall to frame, and it goes much easier. I then bring back the back wall and set it in place and sink couple nails into the bay. Whenever you join two walls, you want to sink nails in between them every 16 inches, just like you would for a stud. In addition, we also lock the walls together by adding a double top plate. And I understand building a shed is not for everybody, but you can still get a high quality shed delivered to you. If you want one of those, check the description below or the QR code right here, and we're gonna connect you with a trusted local shed dealers that's gonna give you a high quality shed at the right price. The double top plate also helps distribute the load from the roof. So you would need a full length of 2x4 across the whole wall. And to secure that down, you simply nail it down with couple nails just like you would for the regular stud. And don't forget to throw a double top plate on the front wall as well. And to complete all the framing, we have to frame a triangle right above the side walls. My goal is that the framing ends right before the back wall. So I place a nail on the side of the front wall. This is going to help me hold the 2x4 while I line it up with the mark I made. And to hold it in place, I'm using a clamp. And then on the inside, you can scribe a mark on both sides, the bottom and the top. Then we cut the 2x4s. This is gonna be a little tricky cut. Just take your time, maybe practice on a scrap piece of board before you make the final cut. And I line it up with the mark I made and I sink a couple nails on each end. And remember, there are two sides, so you're gonna need two of these cuts. And from the scrap pile, I grabbed some pieces, laid it on top of the wall, and marked the cuts. These cuts are about 15 degrees. So I grabbed my circular saw and I set it at 15 degree and I cut all of them. Just make sure to have 2 sets of each because you're gonna end up nailing on both sides. And to nail them in place, I sink 2 nails on the top and on the bottom, one on each side. There you have it. Now that we completed framing this shed, it's time to wrap the shed around with sheeting, and we're gonna do that next on this video right here. If you wanna check out the whole build from beginning to end, I'm gonna put a video for you right here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.